we had an intruder. Evidence right here. Bobcat scat. That Bobcat didn't even think about touching old Ziggy.
Hey, what I say, they Guapo.
They're all huge. Love these guys.
Nicknamed the killer of the cane field.
Stay the same. Whoa! What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. Unfortunately, this is going to be a really sad start to the episode. Not as sad as it almost was, because this is like 4 or 5 days after everything went down. So, as you saw from the title and the thumbnail, we had an intruder. Leila, the American croc, has been living here for about a year or over a year in this upgraded enclosure. And you guys know when my crocodiles are about like 3 feet long, pushing 4 feet, I want to give them space. The key to growing a crocodile is space, heat, and food. So if you got a little 4-foot crocodile in a 300-gallon tub, it's time to upgrade it to a 750-gallon tub and give it nice open space, and of course, the open top, which, you know, in this case was not ideal. So as you know, we had the cold snaps. We had record-breaking cold snaps dropping down to 26 degrees in Fort Pierce, Florida, like 2 to 3 days in a row. Leila, the saltwater croc, Anakin over here, Guapo, all these little guys, the really small ones, were put back outside when we stopped with our 26-degree nights, and it was just 40-degree nights. They have well water running on their tubs, so it stays nice and toasty if they stay in the water. A day after I published the video putting these crocodiles back outside, we had another 40-degree night, 40-degree Fahrenheit for all the people in other countries. And Leila, unfortunately, stayed on land. She got really chilly. I found her in the same spot the next day. This is what happened. She was here, I checked up on her, I went to go do my thing. The next day, I come back, I check on all my animals like I usually do. She's not on land, she's not at the water surface. I'm kind of like, I have a gut feeling. Like, usually I leave them alone, but that gut feeling something was wrong. And I'm looking at this water, I'm going, where is she, where is she? So I take this net, and I start blindly scooping and scooping, and after like 8 times scooping, I'm like, okay, she can only dodge the net for so long. I should have been able to touch her and feel those bumpy osteoderms on the back. So then I'm freaking out. I got this pump right here, and I pumped out the whole enclosure, and there's only an inch of water left. So my heart dropped, and she was half cold from being out the night before. She didn't have energy to climb. It's not like she escaped or anything. So I'm thinking one of 2 things. A raccoon, a bobcat, something along those lines got into the property, because we have all that wildlife around here. I live in the sticks. We got everything. Unfortunately, I found her body in the back of the property with Alex being here. I filmed a little bit. It's graphic. She was taken by a bobcat. A bobcat took advantage of her because she was half cold. So reptiles run on sun, they need heat for energy. If a croc's out on land in 40-degree weather, she's gonna be really lethargic the next day. So I think what had happened was she was here, she didn't get enough sun, she was cold, and when I was gone, I guess a bobcat got through the fence and jumped into this enclosure and dragged her out. I immediately called Fish and Game, got them out here within 30 to 40 minutes of finding out the croc was not in the exhibit. Later on, I discovered the body. She was killed by a bobcat. She had her organs out. It was horrific. I was crying like a little baby. Alex was there. He can contest.
It's no good.
So yeah, I wanted to not put all that sad stuff out there for you guys. There's a video of me crying with my crocodile, and her guts are hanging out, and it's super sad. So unfortunately, we did lose a crocodile. That's what this episode is about. We got a spot made for her right by the lake. I don't like filming stuff like this for you guys. I don't like showing you when something passes away. It happens here and there. I have a lot of animals. This is one of the animals that never passes away, a crocodile. They're almost indestructible. But a combination between the cold snaps and predators being out here in the sticks where I live, unfortunately, a bobcat probably grabbed her. I know you guys are probably watching this, like, this guy's crying over his crocodile. This crocodile's like a dog to me. These animals mean the world to me. I literally love them like you love your dog or your cat. So I'm crushed. I can't be mad at nature for doing what nature does, but I'm heartbroken over this. This absolutely is terrible. Also, there was a peacock on the back of the property that was obliterated by the bobcat. There's a pile of feathers. Look at this photo. All the neighbors have been losing chickens and small animals, And unfortunately, this bobcat was hungry enough to take a crocodile. It sucks. It really does. I still have like 6 other American crocs like Ziggy. Ziggy's right over here. Let's go see Ziggy. Cheer you guys up. Come on. I want to cheer you guys up a little bit. Here's Ziggy. She's doing good. She's a little powerhouse. That bobcat didn't even think about touching old Ziggy. So you guys are probably thinking, Chandler, how do you know it was a bobcat? Well, the way the body was torn up is one way, but I got a little bit of evidence right here. Bobcat scat. Bobcat, sorry, it hit you in the face. Meant to hit the camera. Bobcat scat. Look at that. And I sent this to a couple buddies, some pictures. I sent it to FWC. I put on some gloves, broke it down. There's a lot of cat fur in this dookie. We don't just have bobcats here, though. We have coyotes, we have bobcats, we got panthers. So, like, it's a plethora of things that could have happened. I'm assuming it's a bobcat because there's actually videos of bobcats killing 5+ foot long alligators by themselves. So they're little savages, and they deserve the credit. Am I mad at this bobcat? Do I want to get revenge on this bobcat? No, I can't be mad. This time of year around February is when bobcats have little cubs, kittens. So most likely this animal was looking for an easy meal, and all the other crocs had enough energy to get in the water, get away, and she probably saw Leila sitting there, half lethargic from staying on land the night before, and took an opportunity and grabbed her and ran off with her and ate her up. So I'm sorry, guys. It really sucks. I'm breaking apart the bobcat poop nervously. Anyways, it's terrible. But here's Alex. Stuff does nature stuff to make you guys feel better. Tell us
a bobcat. What do you think of that? He found the scat. He said, "Oh, drat, Leila's gone. I'm wondering what the heck." Can't
Don't curse.
I cannot curse, but
that's worse.
Leila's in a hearse.
It's worse if you curse.
I wish she was alive so we could do a jive, but now she's really dead. Oh, damn it.
Stop cursing.
I'm really filled with dread. I get so sad. My friend was really crying. I was feeling awkward because we grown and darn it.
Oh. Definitely bobcat scat. I'm going to keep this for scientific purposes later. But now we're not going to let this enclosure go to waste.
We're going to put Spencer in there.
We're going to put Spencer in there. No. We're going to put Bridget the broad snout. Audio. We're going to put Bridget the broad snouted Cayman in this enclosure. So that's what we're going to do now. Put Bridget in there. Go get the American crocs out of the garage. Now that it's warmer, we can start putting all the crocodilians back out. So we're going to do that. There's always going to be bumps in the road when you have a wildlife park. If it's not medical problems with a mammal or reptile, it's an enclosure has an issue, or you got to cut a tree down, or it's endless. A bone from the bobcat poop just poked me.
You're going to want to get some rubbing alcohol on that.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat that?
Here you go. Yeah. Now I'm curious, guys. Comment below, all my cat experts. Do you guys think in the future when we have jaguars, tigers, stuff like that, big cats, do you guys think the scent will deter a bobcat? I'm curious. Comment below what you guys think.
Predatory feline was feeling so fine, committed a crime swift in no time, took the darn croc, hit it with the rock, ate its little guts, even ate the butt.
Okay, all right. I know we're joking around about this a lot. It's because it's been days. I was crying like a little baby when I found the croc. I brought her over to the lake. I buried her by my dead dog, and it is what it is. We're going to move on, and we're going to have a good time today. So let's go get Bridget the broad-snouted Cayman. Pound for pound, one of the strongest crocodilians in all the world. I'd like to see you try, Bobcat. Don't try it, but I don't. All right, let's go. All right, we got Bridget the broad snout Cayman right here. Let's be real smooth about this. Gotcha. There we go. She's really strong, so I don't want to make a mistake with her. She is literally a freaking powerhouse. Oh, she's tense. She's tense. I haven't messed with her since we put her in here. Oh, you're gonna teach that bobcat a lesson, huh? So Nala, the Nile crocodile, is in Bridget's old enclosure, and since she's bigger, she can stay in there for a bit. We're gonna put Bridget the broad snout where Leila used to live. All right, so let's bring Bridget in here. She is ready to go. Look at that. I'm telling you guys, these are pound for pound one of the strongest crocodilians in the world. Talk to any crocodilian handler. They will tell you broad snouts are like powerhouses to handle. Nice and easy, mama. Nice and easy. There we go. The water's filling up. It'll be up at the brim. She'll have all this space. Sorry to break y'all's hearts by telling you about Leila passing away, but she's like a dog to me. She means the world to me, and I know she is a loved animal by you guys, so I wanted you guys to know what happened to her. The cold snap killed all my plants, so we're going to start ripping out all the dead stuff. let's go see if Guapo will let me do some maintenance. You know, a bobcat, if it really wants to, it could probably go over the 8-foot game fence, but I got cameras on these enclosures that sense motion, so I can actually project audio from those cameras too. So if I see a cat lurking around here, I'm gonna get on the speakers of these cameras and go,
Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, that's the opposite of what you want.
go, kitty, 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 go, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Bad kitty, get away from my crocodile.
Bad kitty, put my crocodile down.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority.
Open this up, we got Guapo hanging out right here. Guapo, let's not be crazy. Let's not be crazy, Guapo. Oi, get what I'm saying, Guapo. No, go in the water. Oi, oi. You see, he's got dirt on his face because he's been digging a little mud hole in that well water. Oi, hey, go what I say to Guapo. You need to go in the water. Go in the water. So these banana trees, they have a bunch of dead. I thought this would be easy. This is not easy. Comment below, am I doing this right? I'm not a botanist, I don't know. Oh man, there's red ants in here. All right, never mind. We're not doing this for this episode, but Guapo, get out of there.
Add it to the to-do list.
Guapo, oh shit. Guapo, come on, in the water. All right, cool, let's get out of here. Definitely a part of the plan. What are you doing, Guapo? Oh no, get in the way. I love that crocodile. Cuban crocodiles are one of my big time favorites. In the future, we have to have like a dozen adults in an enclosure and a paddock with a boardwalk over it. What are you doing behind me? And we're gonna be able to feed the crocs off the boardwalk, and they'll be jumping because they're really good at jumping. So that's gonna be cool to see. Let me get that chain real quick. Oh, Guapo. All right, we're gonna lock this up, and we're gonna go deal with some more crocodilians. And I want to give you guys a little update on Anakin the saltwater croc. He's right over here. He's looking good. Look at this. Look how big he's getting. This guy's gonna be a monster soon. So I'm just rooting for all my crocodiles to hit that 6-foot mark, so I don't have to worry about them getting snagged by a cat. Because once they get a little bit bigger, whoop, he's not happy. Once they get a little bit bigger, they'll be able to defend themselves. We got all the little crocodiles out of the garage. We still have a couple Cayman. Look at the West African. This guy has been trying to light me up the second I took him out. And then Alex has all the big Americans.
This is great.
They're all huge.
I mean, we just moved these, what, 2 weeks ago? I feel like they've all grown 6 inches at least.
That is crazy. They're getting huge. These guys are going to need a, not an open top for a while. We're, yeah. I'm going to wait extra long, longer than I waited for Leila and Guapo and all of them. Just after this incident, it's not worth the risk. I love these guys too much. But look at that. These guys are freaking huge. Like, some of them are looking like they're pushing 2.5, 3 feet.
The big one, the one you have on the bottom there is 3 feet, I would say.
Dude, this is crazy. Look at that.
These are big animals.
All right, let's go put them in a temporary tub over in the outdoor area so they can start getting sunlight because they need it. All right, we're going to put these guys in a slightly smaller setup than their big, long waterland tub. Just for now, because the waterland tub is such a pain in the butt to move. We're going to do that another day. But for now, they can be out here, get sunlight, and enjoy themselves.
No blood. Shocking.
What about your belly? Didn't you get bit?
No, he kept doing that to me.
You didn't get bit at all? What's that?
It's a mole.
What's that?
Hey, caramba.
I'm a hairy little guy.
Yo, chill. Oi, don't be so upset. We got my little male broad-snouted Cayman, Mr. Brucey. Still way too small to be with Bridget. She's too big, but eventually we're gonna get them hooked up. Or if I can get sorry. If I can get an adult male from somebody, we'll be able to breed Bridget sooner, so that'll be cool. All right, let's go put this little guy back in his tub. Oi! Aries is looking real good. Big old hunk Nile crocodile, Cuban croc hybrid. And you're looking like a hunk too, little broad snout. We're just gonna put him in this tub over here. Just start filling it up with water. He just nearly got me. Oh, he just nearly got me. You were cranky. All right, we're gonna put him in this water. It's still filling up. This will be about a foot of water. I'm just gonna close this up so we don't have no birds of prey or bobcats or anything weird coming after this guy. And we're gonna let this fill up. And now we got a lot of snakes to take care of. So let's go into the snake house. I got the best snake handler in all the world. Duff Does Nature Stuff. Give him a subscription. Give him a high five if you see him in public. All right, we're gonna deal with the forest cobras first. Oh my God, look how twitchy the male is. So when it cools down and they're feeling like they wanna mate, They do this crazy little head twitch, which is showing interest, but he's obviously about to get super defensive. You know, this is one of the most dangerous snakes in the world to be dealing with, the forest cobra. If I were to make a ranking of top 5 most dangerous snakes in the world to handle, I would definitely tell you forest cobra is in that top 5. And I'm sure a lot of snake keepers out there in the world of wildlife would say the same, would say the same thing. This guy is just locked in. And they get way bigger. This is actually the largest cobra in the world when we're talking about true cobras. Whereas the king cobra is not a true cobra at all. So at least this is the biggest cobra in Africa, the forest cobra. This one specifically is a togo. And the reason I know it's a togo is because if you look at the back of that hood, you see there's a triangle. That's typical of the togo forest cobras. All right, we're gonna stick this male right in there. We gotta be real careful. There's a female still in the cage. So close it off for a second. Woo, his girlfriend is not happy. They need some fresh water. They need to get their bedding cleaned out. Look how thick this female is. The problem with her is she doesn't hood up, she just bites. So you gotta be really careful when dealing with this cobra. It doesn't really let you know it's upset. It just goes in for the chew. Nice and easy. Whew. Look at that. Woo, relax. Beautiful forest cobras. Massive. Oh, leave her alone, dude. Hey, nice to her. You were just trying to mate with her, and now you're trying to bite her? All right, I'm gonna clean their poop. And I'll see you guys in a split. Let's do it. Give me a split, Spencer. Whoa, that was pretty good. Yeah, that's coming close, pretty good. All right, we got the enclosure nice and clean. Let's take out this cranky forest cobra. This guy's just nuts. Look at him, he's just ready to go. Female does not care, just trying to hide. Hey, he is ready to shoot into something or somebody. That is a Ooh, look at that. Beautiful forest cobra from Africa. He is a beast, and he's still gonna get bigger and bigger. Nice and easy, dude. Just gonna readjust the hook real quick. There we go. We're gonna, relax, he's reversing. He's reversing, there we go. That's a badass cobra. And he does have a little growth on the side. Somebody commented on the feeding video that they saw it. It was actually much bigger. We tubed him and lanced it, and squeezed out the pus that was on the inside, and we dewormed him. So I believe it was from subcutaneous parasites underneath the skin. All right, let's get the female right here. You know, she doesn't have the triangle on the back of her hood, so she is not a togo forest cobra. Right back to where you belong. Right there, you beautiful enclosure. Oh, where's her face? Okay, there it goes. I thought she was trying to climb the lip for a second. Look at that tail. They actually have a thorn-like tip on the tip of their tail. They stab you with it, so you let go of them when you're trying to get them. We gotta put a lock on that bad boy, make sure it's nice and secure. All right, let's take out Sunshine. It's been a while since I've shown Sunshine off. He's one of the first monocled cobras I put in the collection. A gift from Albert Killian, the OG venomous snake handler in South Florida. Look at that, beautiful, typical albino monocled cobra, a classic venomous snake throughout the world of venomous reptiles. You gonna hood up a little bit? Let's see if he'll hood up. You gonna hood up? Oh, usually this guy is, no, he's just trying to move. He's actually kind of chilled out now. I guess he just wanted to come out. I'm gonna back up a little bit because these guys are super toxic. Monocled cobras found throughout Asia. These guys, if they bite you, much more toxic than your king cobras because these guys are the true cobras. I'm just gonna clean the enclosure because this guy's just shed. He's looking beautiful now. This enclosure's covered in stuff. Look, are you gonna try to climb out? He's probably mad because I didn't let him mate this year with Big Bertha, and they've made 2 clutches of babies together, so maybe in the future we'll do it again, but we wanna make sure those cobras have homes when we hatch them out. I'm gonna clean this up and I'll see you guys in I said I wouldn't do it again. I said I'd never do a split again because my groin is torn straight in half. I had to sew it with sutures, my own 2 hands that I had to do it with. But so many kids come here on tours and old men by themselves sometimes, and they always want me to do the split. This is for you, Norman, you 60-year-old freak. Ah! Let's go! Spencer, give me one, go! Get it. Not next to me. Go.
That was good.
Split!
That's all I got.
Split!
That's all I got.
Split!
That's all I got.
All right, beautiful people, we're gonna put the cover back. Woo! Now he's hooding up. Little feisty boy. Look at that. Beautiful albino monocled cobra. Love these guys. Classic cobra in the world of venomous reptiles. Not the most dangerous snakes to be dealing with compared to other venomous reptiles in the trade and zoo world. But I'll tell you what, you meet the wrong individual, they'll shoot out off the hook and bite you right in the chest. I've seen videos of people getting lit up in so many different ways. When I was 16 years old, I had somebody call me from Texas. I visited a gator facility in Texas, and I met some really cool people there, and they knew I worked with venomous snakes and I loved them. Months later, I get a random call through Facebook Messenger, and I'm getting blown up. I'm like, why is this person calling me? I was ignoring it. And then after so many calls, I was like, all right, something's up. I answered. Remember, I'm like 16 or 17 years old, and this guy calls me and says, hey man, how you doing? We met at Gator Country. My buddy got bit by a monocled cobra. And I go, oh! I'm like, what are his symptoms? And he goes, he's tasting pennies. And I'm like, oh, that's a sign that you are envenomated by a venomous snake. So this guy got bit, tasting pennies, he's going out of it, and they're asking me advice on what to do. And I'm like 16 years old. I was like, call Venom 1. I'll call Venom 1 for you. I'll get you hooked up. And they're like, oh, we're out in the middle of nowhere, Texas. I'm like, you need to get airlifted now. It was crazy. So even though some of these venomous snakes are easier to work with, even the simplest snakes out there can still tag you, and you got to be careful and always have a bite protocol. I got a bite protocol with every species I keep and future species I will keep. And it tells you everything you need to do for those bites and what kind of anti-venoms to take. You can't even have venomous reptiles with a license in Florida without having a bite protocol, among other things. All right, now, speaking of bite protocols and danger, we're going to be dealing with the third most venomous snake on the planet, the coastal taipan, a snake that makes people shake in their boots, nicknamed the killer of the cane fields. The killer of the cane field, the coastal taipan. These guys are growing like crazy. Now, yes, the enclosure's a mess. That's why we're filming. We're cleaning it right now. This animal's gone to the bathroom and it's water of all places, so we definitely have to take him out. You gotta take out the special insulation because this type of cage, unfortunately, the panes of glass create a gap. So if you have young snakes, young cobras, taipans, things like that, they will escape through that gap. So always make sure, if you're a venomous reptile keeper, always go the extra mile when keeping these snakes. You do not want one of the world's most venomous snakes loose in your serpentarium. All right, watch out. This thing might jump off the hook. Look at that. When I got this snake, it was probably, I'd say like 10 inches long, really tiny. And now this guy's probably, like a 3-foot snake. Much more comfortable with tailing now. When I first got this snake, there's no way I would put my hands on it. It's just too quick, too whippy, too dangerous. Look at that, nice, beautiful, nice, beautiful, rusty colors, white head. These guys are incredible. And this is Australia's largest venomous snake. They can get close to 10 feet long. And they get big old heads on them when they get older because they eat bandicoots. Bandicoots are a little marsupial about that big, so they have to stretch their jaws to be able to eat them. And the more they stretch their jaws, they build that muscle and get a nice big head on them and giant venom glands. Look at that. Woo, that is a real deal taipan. Nuts. I actually love how chill this taipan's being. This is awesome. All right, we're gonna gently take the taipan and we're gonna put them right inside the horn receptacle. We actually have 3 coastal taipans and we have 1 inland taipan. So we have 4 of these highly venomous snakes in the collection, but I love them because I love Australian wildlife. All right, I'm gonna clean all this spicy, soupy, poopy dish of diabolical nastiness, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Not doing a split again. Norm, I gave you what you wanted. Zail me. Yeah! Let's get the coastal taipan back where he belongs. You know, this snake already needs an upgrade. It's already grown so freaking much. Honestly, it looks like it's 4 feet long now that I'm looking at it in the bin. Look at that sexy, beautiful coastal taipan. Fiery red and orange. You know, I've told this story before. I'll say it for anybody new to the channel. I have a friend who's bit by this species, and he went unconscious within a minute. And his eyeball had ptosis, a type of paralysis from venom of these snakes. So for over a month, he had a lazy eye, and he used to send me videos because he didn't know if his eye would go back to normal. He used to send me videos of him going, "Oh, mate, look at this," and he'd go, "Blink, blink, blink," and the lazy eye would go normal. And then the other eye that was normal would go lazy. And then he'd do blink, 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 and switch off. He's like, oh my, I don't know what to do. So they're gnarly. If you survive the bite, there's lots of long-lasting after effects. I love venomous snakes, but they are biological bombs in your body. You do not want to get bit. Let's get the insulation on that bad boy. Make sure it's nice and secure. And now, let's go swim with Kaido. Oh, old Uncle Duff just caught a bluegill for Kaido. And this is great for him to eat nice, fresh, whole fish. Because when you get frozen fish, it loses a lot of nutrition. So we actually do a lot of vitamin supplements because of that. Look at him. How cool is that? Eating a bluegill. Kaido! Oh, he's happy. He's a happy otter. Duff, thank you for feeding my baby boy.
That's what I love to do, man.
Look how happy he is. Do you think he'll let me get a little piece of it and I could share it with you?
No shot. I'm reaching my hand in there, bro. Look at him crunching on that.
He's my baby boy, but he's very protective over food. But this is great for him. He's going to enjoy the rest of that fish, or maybe he's going to eat a GoPro. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe, follow your dreams, stay passionate about what you love. Go check out Duff on his channel. We're going to go swimming. Let's slither.
Sad. My friend was really crying. I was feeling awkward because we grown and darn it.